Chavis or Chavez?
Your choice.
Sir, you're charged. Well, sir, you were wanted out of another jurisdiction. Your lawyer's asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I have to get to know you to see whether it would be a good idea to give you a bond, because I got a lot of people here that are dangerous to my community, and I don't want to, put anybody else in harm's way. I got to know that if I give you a bond, that you're actually going to go back, not become a danger. So we got to get to know you in the short time that we have. Tell me about it.
Yes, just one from Lincoln County, Wyoming for 3 counts of burglary, 3 counts of theft and property destruction, as opposed to a bond. While it was issued on February 26th of this year, he has some significant criminal history that we're concerned of. First off, he's actually currently on federal probation for a charge of stealing imported interstate shipped weapons from a licensed importer manufacturer. He, as the court also knows, he had a evading motor vehicle in 2021. In that case, he operated for the stop signs, lost control of the vehicle, hit a concrete barrier, and continued to drive and crash into a townhouse wall and fence. And then he continued to flee on foot in that case. He picked up that evading while he was on bond for a theft of a firearm and for a deferred PCS in our court. Looking at the facts of the theft of the firearm, it did resemble facts more similar to a burglary in that case. For these reasons, the state would be concerned about getting the bond.
You said he has 3 counts of burglary out of Wyoming?
Yeah.
Are they 3 separate transactions? Are they all one matter? Right, but is it one transaction in and of itself? Is it 3 different days where we have 3 different burglaries? I guess, is it one criminal episode versus multiple?
Looks like they're one criminal episode and they all list the same date. I will also note, I had another fugitive on our docket a couple days ago, right? That had the exact same charge as well. So I'll also continue.
Hold on to your seats, folks, because what you're about to witness is a high-stakes courtroom drama where a judge faces a truly daunting decision. We're talking about a man, Chavez, or Chavez, as the judge notes, who's not just facing new charges, but is also wanted in another jurisdiction. And get this, is currently on federal probation. The air in this courtroom is thick with tension as the judge grapples with whether to grant bail. Can he truly trust that this individual with a history, as long as your arm won't pose a danger to the community? The prosecution is about to lay out a rap sheet that would make your jaw drop, including charges of burglary, theft, and property destruction. And if that wasn't enough, we're going to hear about a past where he was involved in stealing imported interstate weapons. This isn't just a legal proceeding. It's a tightrope walk between justice, public safety, and a defendant's plea for freedom. The twists and turns are coming fast, and you won't want to miss how this judge navigates the precarious balance of this case.
Oh, we had a co-defendant. We didn't give the person a bond, did we?
No, I think that's.
That person was on federal probation too.
That I don't know.
Please.
So criminal history, that's
No bueno.
it's no bueno. This is a fugitive case, Judge. He's on federal probation. Yes, we threw that out there. He's on federal probation. He was picked up at federal probation, so he's complying with the requirements of his federal probation. Picked up there. I think I will say this, Judge. Talking about another co-defendant, I mean, that's got relevance on my client. He is his own person.
I agree.
So the biggest thing here is when this charge was filed. It was filed February 26th of 2025. We are in March 12th. He hasn't had an opportunity to go over there to Wyoming. This was just placed, and he's asking for an opportunity to go turn himself in, especially after he's been complying with his requisites of showing up where he needs to be. He was picked up at his probation that same day. So that being the case, I know it sounds bad that he gets burglary ×3, theft ×3, but he is presumed innocent. He hasn't missed a chance. We have no failure to appear, sounds like. And so we're asking for an opportunity for him to turn himself in.
Do you know when he got on federal probation?
2024, just the end of last year, October.
Let's go through your stuff. Since 2019, carrying a handgun in a motor vehicle, possession of a controlled substance, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, possession of marijuana, theft of a firearm, evading in a motor vehicle, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, federal probation for what?
Stealing imported interstate shipping weapons from a licensed border manufacturer.
And now, 3 burglaries, 3 thefts, 3 property destructions from
Property destruction.
1 property destruction from Wyoming. And you want me to give you a bond?
Yes.
You can feel the weight of the prosecution's arguments here, can't you? They're painting a clear picture of a man with a deeply troubling criminal history, emphasizing the federal probation aspect and highlighting a previous evading arrest charge. That sounds like something out of an action movie. Hitting a concrete barrier, driving into a townhouse wall, and then fleeing on foot. That's not just a traffic violation. That's a blatant disregard for law and order. But then the defense steps in trying to humanize their client and arguing that these new charges were only recently filed. They're trying to highlight that he's been complying with his federal probation. Even being picked up there, it's a classic defense strategy. Acknowledge the bad, but emphasize the good. However, the judge's skepticism is palpable. He's clearly focused on public safety, and a history like this isn't easily dismissed. The defense is trying to lean on the presumed innocent principle, which is fundamental to our legal system. But it's a tough sell when you have a string of serious offenses preceding the current charges. Who do you think is making the stronger argument here? Is it fair to hold his past against him so heavily when considering new charges? Or is the judge right to prioritize public safety above all else?
No. The bill comes due. You scare me. If I give you a bond, my fear is that you will pick up another case. The only thing I like is public safety. And I give bonds on fugitive cases all the time when I have a feeling that they're not going to endanger my public. But since 2019, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 federal probation, 9, 10, 11 are here, and I don't even know what other criminal history has in other jurisdictions. Anything else in other jurisdictions?
Fort Bend, what's this one? Yeah, Fort Bend had a theft of property conviction from 2021.
Sorry, dude. Way too much baggage.
Judge, would you consider any amount for a bond?
No, he's too dangerous, man. So on federal probation, now he has 3 new cases. Just, sorry, man. You're too dangerous.
In this incredibly tense courtroom exchange, we witnessed Judge determine the fate of Chavez, who was facing 3 counts of burglary, 3 counts of theft, and property destruction charges out of Wyoming, all while being on federal probation for a prior conviction involving the theft of imported interstate weapons. The prosecution meticulously laid out a significant criminal history dating back to 2019, including charges of carrying a handgun, possession of controlled substances, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, theft of a firearm, and evading arrest. Despite the defense's plea that Chavez had been complying with his federal probation and deserved an opportunity to turn himself in, the judge ultimately ruled to deny bond. Her decision clearly prioritized public safety, citing the defendant's extensive and alarming criminal record, which she explicitly stated made him too dangerous. This case serves as a stark reminder of the judiciary's critical role in balancing individual rights with the imperative to protect the community from potential harm. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.